Hello Sagittarius, thank you for tuning into this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Cosmic Slumber Tarot by Tildy Walden. Website at the bottom here is liminal11.com. Feel free to check that out if you'd like to. Supportive Oracle cards. Queen of the Moon Oracle by Stacey DeMarco. Hopefully you can see the name Stacey DeMarco if you're looking for the spelling. There's also a website, rockpoolpublishing.com.au, A as an apple, U as an umbrella. Feel free to check that out if you'd like to, of course. Okay. What do we have for Sagittarius? Okay. Well, we've got a bunch of upside down cards, which is not bad. Some cards are better upside down, not for nothing. This situation, to me it feels like when it starts off, you're not happy with it. So whatever the situation is, I already feel like I'm not happy. So it feels again like the wheel turned against me. Like I feel, because I see that upside down, like things did not go in my favor. I don't like where this is. It could be where somebody maybe called you out on something and you're like, I don't think that's fair. Could be where you've been putting a lot of work on something, into something, and helping out with something, and then people just kind of move on like you didn't do anything. You're not getting the accolades you deserve. Or maybe you put a lot of work into something and somebody else just took over and took it in a different direction, or is getting credit for something that you did most of the work for. It could be one of those things. Something here just feels like luck just went against me. It's just not right. I do see a water card upside down, which makes me feel like somebody wasn't thinking of you when they did what they did. I wouldn't say that it was necessarily malicious, but definitely thoughtless. They didn't think of you when they did what they did. They're not paying attention to what they're doing. They're not looking forward. They're just getting what they want. This is the challenge card for that, which when I'm seeing the knight as the challenge card, like literally NIGHT knight, or not like the the charging forward knight, not like a knight of something, just like midnight. You know what I mean? 1 a.m. in the morning night. They're not really focused on the effects they're having on people around them. They're just like, I need to get over here, I need to do that, and whatever it takes to get me there, that's where I'm going. They're just very short-sighted, especially with the knight being in the challenge position. I don't feel like, I'm not seeing a moon. Yeah, there's a moon there. It's not the moon card, though. So I feel like it's not well lit. They can't really see where they're going. They can't really see what's around them. They're not paying attention anyway. So it's a bit short-sighted of them. If you think about midnight when there's no moon, I would say when there's no moonlight anyway, you can only see so far. It's hard to see where you're going. You have to kind of rely on what you know is there, and touch and stuff like that. That's kind of what they're doing. I feel like I'm also questioning, is this always going to be how this is? Is this how it is? Is this like, are they just going to keep, screwing me over? Did I never really mean that much to begin with? I got this huge question mark, because that looked like a question mark to me anyway. Is this just what it really has always been about? I thought it was better than that, but it was never really that good. Have I been hoodwinked, maybe is the way I want to put it. Maybe. Have I been duped? Have I been duped? Is there anything else with that? I feel like I'm missing something with that card. Pentacles. 6 of Pentacles. You put in a lot, and you can take a lot and do a lot. You got the 8, too, which is the Strength card. But the thing is, I feel like you put in all this effort to balance out, to be fair, to do your fair share, and you got left with nothing. It's kind of like I put in all this effort to make this great lunch. It all went out there, everybody ate it, and what I got was the dishes. It's kind of like, no, I'm hungry too, but now it's gone, so I guess I get nothing. Put in all this effort. Made sure it was all here, made sure it got put together, helped cook it. Was even helping somebody else over here, clean up a little bit before I went out there. I go out there, literally there's nothing for me. So there was nothing held to the side for me. Nobody made sure I got some of the stuff that I made for all y'all. I just feel like I did what I felt I needed to do for this time around, and nobody thought of me, and it just seems like it sucks. I feel like I did all the work and I didn't get anything. The Empress upside down. Took care of everybody else. Nobody took care of you. And it's kind of like I thought people would just look out for me for some reason. Like they have before. They know I'm the one who's doing this. They know that I want some food too, but they were all so interested in getting what they wanted. They didn't take another thought to make sure I got something too. And again, you took care of everybody. It's kind of like I took care of everybody, but like if I wasn't here to take care of y'all, who would have made this? You wouldn't have had lunch. It's not right. This is interesting. I feel like this has already happened though. This might be your moment to go do something else. The resolution, Sagittarius, from my experience, just to be fair, not really about the fight, not really about arguing with people, wants things to work out. Sagittarius will help, willing to put in the effort, but like not here to argue about it. Let's make it work, let's work together, let's be fair to each other, but let's be nice to each other too. Sagittarius is very success oriented. Let's go towards the success and make it work out. Let's do what's good here. But I feel like this might be your moment, kind of like, all right, you don't want to look out for me too? I did all this for you and you just want to take that for granted? Well, take it from somebody else then. Because I'm getting the Five of Wands upside down is like I'm giving up the fight. And the extreme is like, I'm leaving. I'm not doing this again. So like if we were doing like, you were preparing lunches, maybe you're in charge of lunches, you're like, hey, leader, guess what? I got something else going on. I can't do lunches anymore. So here's something, there's a responsibility back for you. Assign it to somebody else or do it yourself. I don't really care which. Either you do it or get somebody else to do it, but I'm done. I'm done. I can't do it anymore. I'm sorry. I got other things to do, and bye. It reminds me of like somebody who treated me bad at work once, and I remember my response was, because it was the boss, it was really inappropriate what they did. I was very, very offended, and I'm not ashamed to say the way I resolved that was I called in the next day and said, I'm not coming in today or ever again, so good luck with that job. And that was it. I'm still shocked that I did it, but I did it. I was very offended at the time, so I had a lot of gusto behind me. I was like, yeah, you want to treat me that way, and you could treat somebody else that way. I'm not coming in today or ever again. Good luck. Good luck. That, I don't know if you're going to go that extreme with it, but literally the card extremes is there. I feel like you're solving this in a very like blunt, like, all right, you don't want to look out for me? Get somebody else to do that for you. See how that works for you. When mourning, I feel like this is going to be a really weird moment for people to like really think about how they treat people. Kind of like, this might snap some people into focus. I think you might be really doing a couple people a favor. People who are more likely they just need to grow a little bit. People who just need to grow a little bit. These are people who aren't really selfish, maybe short-sighted at the moment. You're doing them a favor because I feel like when the next lunch comes around, there's no lunch. And I feel like they are like, wait, what happened? What happened? Why did that happen? And they're finding out, like, the information's there. Oh yeah, Sagittarius made that lunch for everybody, and then they didn't get anything. And they were offended, and then they left. And they're kind of like, yeah, I would have done that. I feel like they're kind of like, yeah, I would have done that too. I don't blame them. I don't blame them at all. I really kind of wish that I looked out for them a little more. I wish I thought of it. And it might be just like a short thought. Like they didn't think, short sight, whatever you want to call it. They didn't mean to screw that up, but they're like, oh, yeah, that's kind of, I wasn't thinking about it at the time, but I kind of wish I was now. This might be really helping somebody learn that, you know, if you're not careful and you don't honor people for their true gifts that they give you, if you don't show that appreciation and gratitude, you might not get another gift from them. Because you gotta, like, it's give and take. It's not just take and expect it. And entitlement, that's not gonna work. Entitlement is not gonna work. Give, you know, take, and it's not a never-ending supply. It doesn't work that way. If you're gonna take, you should think of like who you took from and how can you give back. You gotta complete that circle. You gotta give and take, give and take, give and take, give and take. It's gotta go back and forward. It's gotta go both ways. And if you're not getting something out of it, there's no reason for you to be there. It's unexpected for them. Like literally the word unexpected is right there. And they, at first, they may not understand what happened, but they're going to try to find out why things happened the way they did. Why did Sagittarius all of a sudden leave? Like, what happened? They were making great lunches, and then somebody's going to be like, well, we didn't save anything for them, and we just kept screwing them over and not giving them lunch. They got sick of not having lunch at all, even though they put in all that work, so they decided to go somewhere else to make lunch. The truth will come forward at some point, because I feel like people have to look for the answers. People have to look for the answers, because there's no answers left. There's no more Sagittarius helping us out. The Two of Wands upside down is like, this last minute save is not happening anymore because that was Sagittarius. Sagittarius was pulling in those last minute saves. We don't have Sagittarius anymore, so we're not getting these last minute saves anymore. Now we don't know what to do. The Two of Pentacles upside down. That's kind of comical. Kind of like we're trying to think of long-term ways to fix this, but now we're kind of stuck. We should have honored Sagittarius more when they were there. You've taken yourself somewhere else where you're going to be more appreciated. This is very beneficial for other people. Are they going to fix this? What's going to happen to this situation after Sagittarius leaves? Because I'm pretty sure you're going to want to know. Could be wrong. But Ace of Wands and the Strength card. Then they're going to start reconstructing the situation so it's more self-sufficient and everybody's taken care of. They're going to do something at this point they should have done long ago. And they're going to put a better structure with it, although too much structure is not really something Sagittarius thrives with. But there's going to be a structure that's put into place, and I feel like there's going to be another lesson that comes in with that. That's its own situation. It's going to change. The whole situation's going to change. I feel like when it does, it's not really something you wanted to be a part of anyway. I feel like if you find out later how this all changed, you're going to be like, yeah, I'm glad I'm not a part of that because that wouldn't work for me anyway. It's time for you to go somewhere else. It's time to change how you're doing things. It's time to take your gifts and apply them in a place where you're getting more honored for your gifts. There's more gratitude coming forward towards you. And I see you doing that. You're becoming the King of Wands. Kind of like, if this is how it is here, I'll go somewhere else. Thank you very much. Because you're gone. I feel like you're leaving. Like, you're not fighting about it. You're like, and you may have brought this up in the past before. And that might be one of the reasons you're looking at this with the Wheel of Fortune going against you. Kind of like, I've done everything I can to try to make this go right. I've reminded people, if I'm making something, make sure you hold some to the side for me. Because I'm not making this just so everybody else eats. I want to eat too. I don't mind making it for everybody. But there should be something here for me too. Not just you, all of us. And I'm part of all of us. And it maybe you brought this up before. And it's kind of like, well, if you're not going to listen to me, if you're not going to honor me, then I think I'm wasting my time being here. Maybe this is that heads up for that situation. Maybe this is kind of like, yep, you've done all you can. Now it's time to look out for you somewhere else. Take it with a grain of salt, of course. Of course. Anything else? All right, I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below. Same email. Thank you again for watching, and have a great day.